Here's my card, Michael.
Okay.
Thanks so much for meeting with me today. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I know you're pretty busy, and I hope I bring some value to you today.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been in business?
A little over 5 years.
A little over 5 years?
Yep.
And you started here?
Yes. This is our first location.
I see you had a second location in Clawson, is that
Correct. Yeah.
So, what makes you unique?
Well,
There's quite a few people in this industry.
yeah.
A lot of competition. So why do I come here?
It's definitely our service. It's really what sets us apart. We definitely bring in people who care about people. So what you'll find as a member of Burn Fitness is that it's the interaction that you get walking in with our front desk. It's the service, the atmosphere, the culture that we provide. We really want it to be a place where everybody's comfortable coming in to work out. You get a lot of these big name facilities and people are just not comfortable going in there, whether they're so big or they need more one-on-one attention. So that's what we look to provide for them is that one-on-one attention.
One-on-one attention versus some of the other big box stores you walk in and they don't care if you're there, right?
Exactly.
That's the kind of stuff. So, like a typical customer, how much does it cost to join?
On average, it's usually about $98 to enroll. We do collect their first and last month, so usually about $150. And those are one time, and on a monthly basis, it's only $25 a month.
So it's $25 a month. So, in a typical customer, do they stay a year? Do they stay 10 years? Do they stay?
Yeah, that's the thing with our service and what we do here is we do get our retention with our members is really, really good. I would say on our average life cycle of a customer, I would say usually like 8 to 12 months. But like I said, we have members who have been here since day one.
So
5 years.
So the average customer is probably worth $700-800 for you then. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's usually what they invest. You don't mind to take a few notes. I want to make sure I remember everything.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay. So, what type of marketing are you doing right now?
So currently we do work with social media. We do a lot of just marketing on our own. We're going hand to hand, parking lots. We do
Flyers and this stuff?
Flyering, yep. We do stuff. We've done like the Valpak and stuff like that in the past. Just some of the direct mailing that we spoke about. We've done.
I understand. You last time we talked, you said the Valpak, the direct mail wasn't a real good.
Oh, right. Yeah, we didn't really have that great of a result. So, but yeah, the best return that we've gotten, obviously the word of mouth. Our customers, we do a lot of our internal promotions.
Yeah, the social media is sort of the new word of mouth, isn't it?
Yeah, social media has been a great revenue or a great avenue.
So you have a website, obviously.
Yep, we have a website.
And I think I looked on there, I saw a streaming video of your club and how it works. So
We do,
that
yes.
was, I think, was it Facebook I saw that?
Yep, we have it on Facebook. We have the little 10-second clip on Instagram, and that's also on our website as well.
And then word of mouth, referrals, and so forth. Well, when you did the direct mail, you mailed out to how many homes? Do you remember?
I would say between 15 to 20,000, somewhere in that range. Couple
And
zones,
did you do it 1 month?
We had done a couple consecutive months.
2 months?
2-3 months, I think is what we did. Like I said, the return on everything just really wasn't what we were looking for. We were hoping for a better return, especially for the price.
So if you mail out 20,000 and you invested somewhere probably about $400 or $500, well, what type of return would you look for? How many customers? I mean, we just talked about one customer basically covers the cost of that. So how many did you get it?
Obviously off of each, ideally what we'd like is our return on whatever we're spending on that marketing for that month to come back in that month. So the amount of people that, it takes in their joining costs to cover
so
what
in
we had to
that
put out in
case,
the marketing.
if it's the $150, you'd need 5 people to come in to pay for that, or 4 people.
If that was the cost, right?
Right.
Exactly.
So, if you could sort of paint your own picture and design a marketing program, what would it look like? What would you like it to do? Obviously get return. Do most of your customers come from right around each of the stores? Do they travel very far?
Especially with this location, we do get a lot of people from all different areas.
Because of the expressway right here?
Exactly, because of the expressway, because of the industrial parks, Chrysler. So we get a lot of people from all different areas. Generally, though, our main population of members is within like a 3 to 5 mile radius.
And the retail index says that 70% of all businesses, it has a 3-mile radius, and that's where they're coming from. So, are you the person that makes the final decision regarding your marketing?
I am not. I have 2 business partners that would ultimately be the decision makers on it.
Okay. So, we talked a little bit last time, and you said you saw our magazine before, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So, well, we've been around for 30 years, and we've helped companies like yours grow their business through a lot of different programs. Direct mail is probably the largest return on investment for companies like yours, smaller companies and larger companies. In fact, there's more money being spent on direct mail than there is TV and radio combined. Now, I mentioned to you that you saw our program. This is our magazine. So let's take a few minutes and we'll look at it. For example, this is a program that went out, and I mentioned to you that they go to 25,000 homes. So this went to 25,000 homes, and we offer a quarter page, a half page, and full page programs. I know we're just talking about it right now, but if you were going to do something with Save, what size ad do you think would?
Hard to say. We like to stand out, and obviously the full page is going to be the one where we get the most exposure. With our logo and everything, it definitely pops. So we like to. I would say the full page would be ideal, but again, it would all just kind of depend on the cost as well.
Well, I think what's important is we have enough room to tell the people about your story.
Sure. Yeah.
Each customer is worth a lot of money to us, so we don't need a lot of customers, and we can pay for the investment, but we want to make sure they understand why they come here, because they do have quite a few choices. So we want to make sure we have enough room to show them not only offers, but your uniqueness, your individuality, your programs that you have, like you were showing me earlier, that individual trainers and so forth. So you mentioned that a lot of your customers you're getting a lot from social media and your website. How do people find your website?
Google searches, referrals. I would say probably Google search is probably a big one.
Now, do you do any paid per SEM, for example, marketing, paid per ads?
That we don't. No.
Do you have somebody optimizing your site? Does somebody optimize it so they're found organically?
No, we pretty much do everything in-house as of right now anyways.
I see. How important is growing the business, do you think?
It's always been. I'd say it's top.
So you're about halfway to where you want to be in this market, or you want to double it, you want to triple it? What's that look?
We're always looking to grow. Obviously, there's always going to be turnover in the industry, canceling, moving, whatever the case might be. So we're always, we always want to add
people stop in there.
Right, exactly.
They had a good idea when New Year's, but the resolution gave up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Well, we have a complete digital package that I'd like to show you. And we build a microsite for you.
Okay.
And as you can see here, we'll go in and hit that coupon. And you can see we build a microsite here that allows you to have your website. Here's some pictures about your thing. These are your coupons. You can have up to 10 offers. So you can have an offer on there, for example, for, you do the fitness trainers. You could have one just for that, or you could have a coupon to join for a year. You could waive whatever coupons you do to bring people in. In addition to that, you can see here you can have About Us. And we're able to put streaming video, so we can take that video I saw on Facebook and put it here, along with your before and afters. You could do people that have done a great job and they've lost weight and they build muscle, and this is what they do. So you can do all of that type of thing. And then what we do is we do the optimization and the marketing and so forth. When people go online, we help you get found through our program. So they'll see it through Save. They come in, they put fitness, up comes Burn Fitness. Okay. Now this is a supporting mechanism to our direct mail. As I mentioned, our direct mail is a magazine that's delivered to over 1 million homes. In this market, we have 38 zones of 25,000. Each of these colors represent 25,000 homes and apartments. I've put a mark here where your business is. And you can see this zone 20, it goes from just north of Long Lake up here to Avon, over into Auburn Hills and here to DeQuinder. And then 21 north of it, it goes from Avon up past Walton through Rochester into Oakland Township. And there's a few homes up in this market, but out of the 25,000, there's like 2,000 that is up here. So most of it only goes up here to just past Silverville. I know we're just talking about it right now, but if you were going to do something with SAVE, which of these markets do you think best fits your needs?
As far as like the zones?
Yeah, which zones?
I'd say probably like
Well, obviously 20.
20, yeah,
That's right
exactly.
in the backyard. Now, do you draw north from here into Rochester?
we do. So yeah, I would say probably these like 18, 20, 21.
All these markets, huh?
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have your Clawson location that's located right here.
Right. So yeah,
And
that 18 would hit both of them.
This one would absolutely do both of them. So, that would, these people go here and those people go there. So, yeah, I agree. That would be This is what our product looks like. When it comes to the home, it actually, so I can put the whole piece together for you. It comes to your home looking like this. So we have a program that's called Save on Cars and Trucks that allows people that are looking for cars. We also have flyers that are distributed. This is an opportunity too I want to tell you about when we get through. And of course our magazine. This is what the magazine would look like when it comes to the home. We've done a lot with your industry and we do quite successful with them. We offer different size ads. We have a quarter page, a half page, and a full page. If you were going to do something with SAVE, what size ad do you think you'd want to do?
I would say at least probably the half. But with what we like to do and the way we like to stand out, I mean, the full would be ideal for sure.
Right. Depends obviously on the total investment and that kind of stuff. So, but the nice thing about SAVE is any one of our size ads are easily seen because you're only competing with usually 2 or 3 people on a given page spread. Right. So a half page stands out and you can put a lot of information on that. So you mentioned to me earlier that you had tried some postcards, but it was pretty expensive to do that, right? And a couple of things that we do is we have our flyers that are delivered inside of our book, and the magazine acts as the carrier, so it reduces the postage and allows us to do these for probably 1/3 of the cost that if you did them yourself, the investment. Another program that we have is our DAL postcards. Is this familiar? Is this similar to the one?
I've seen those. Yeah.
And this is similar to what you put out. This is actually a competitor over on the west side, not in your markets, that runs with this quite successfully. And this is what's called a DAL postcard. It stands for Detached Address Label. So instead of us putting the address label on the magazine, we put it on the back here.
Okay.
And that this is mailed at the same time as our magazine. Now, it doesn't get put on top of the magazine, it's actually delivered with your first class mail.
Okay.
If you were to, when you mailed this yourself, did the postcards all hit homes when you wanted them to?
I hope so, as far as I know.
Well, and the reason I ask that, when you do your own mailing, the post office has a 9-day window to get it in. They have 72 hours at each stop, and there's different locations this goes to. So because this is a letter size, what they call letter size, versus our magazine, which is a flat size, this gets co-bundled into all the first class mail.
Okay.
So usually when you get your mail, you'll have your magazines and so forth, and then all your first class mail on top. So this is delivered exactly like your postcard was. The only difference is it's delivered at a designated time, which is when our magazine hits.
Okay.
So you're guaranteed a 2-day window for this to be in the home, not a 9-day window. So it's actually like first class mail at a third of the investment. So when you did this, you probably invested 30 to 40 cents per piece. Is that about right? Do you remember?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Well, we're able to do these for 15.5 cents or 12 cents, depending on how you want to do them. So less than half the total investment. Does that sound like something you'd like to do?
I mean, it's got my attention. Yeah.
Got your attention?
Yeah.
So, Michael, what we've decided is that zones 18, 20, and 21 are the ones that you feel would best suit your needs. And you thought a half a page is something that we could work with. So this represents 75,000 homes, and it'd be good for both stores. So 75,000 homes at a half a page. The total investment is $11.70 per month. Does that fit into your budget?
It's definitely something I can take back. Like I said, I have to discuss that with my two partners, but it's definitely, it's not as much as I thought it was going to be.
Super. And of course, if we can have some type of commitment and run, more than 6 times a year, we actually can get that investment down another $85 to $10.95 a month.
Okay, and that's 3 to 6 months or 7 to 12 months?
Yes.
Is that what it is? Okay, gotcha.
The biggest thing you got to think about is good marketing is done through timing, repetition, offer, and the medium in which you send it. The biggest mistake I see most businesses make is that they try it once, they try it twice, and just when a person's thinking about doing it, they're not there anymore. Because a person has to see, and that's why you'll see ads on TV that'll run over and over and over again for months, and it's the same ad, because it takes a while before it sinks into a lot of people.
Right.
So if they're not ready to join a health club, I don't care what you send them. But the minute they are ready, that's when you have to be there. That's why repetition is so critical. So, Michael, what we talked about is we thought that area 18, 20, and 21 had 75,000 homes. We talked about the half a page is what you felt would be best. And then we talked about the months of the year. Right now we're working on our February book.
Okay.
You mentioned to me earlier that January, February is a good time of the year for you. And you pretty much stay busy up until the summertime. You break, come back in, and for the fall.
Right.
And then of course, now do you do anything during like December for gift certificates, and you do any business on that? Have you ever tried that?
Yeah, we've never specifically done something like directly for gift certificates, but yeah.
But it's safe to say, so we talked about the February and March, April, May, and then coming back in September, October, maybe November, December, we can talk about gift certificates, how it works and so forth. But we can easily get 6 or 7 months in this year, okay? So the areas, if we can put a circle around, so what are your partners' names?
Mark and Alyssa.
Mark and Alyssa. So when you talk to them, this will help remind you, these are the zones we picked, these are the months, and of course the half page, you can show them there. And we talked about the total investment was going to be $11.75, and if we ran the 6 months, we could get it down to $1,095 per month. And that would include all your artwork, and it includes the whole digital package that I show you. So we're going to build that microsite and your video and the photos, and we're going to get you leads through the digital too. So it includes everything that we've talked about here. Okay? Is there any questions that you have for me before?
I do not. No, not specifically.
Okay, you have my card, and when do you expect to meet with them?
Probably later today.
Later today?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a call at the beginning of the week.
Perfect.
See what your answer is, and hopefully we can get together and help you grow your business.
Okay.
I appreciate your time.
Yeah,
Thank you
absolutely.
so much.
Sounds good.
Enjoy
Thank
it.
you.